It's time for the One Bar and Lepica Show, bringing you anything and everything Minnesota Vikings.
Welcome to professional football.
All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lepica Show. I am One Bar, and in this episode, we're going to be talking about expectations for Mr. Wide Receiver Justin Jefferson for the Minnesota Vikings, rookie wide receiver. Everyone is very, very excited about. I'm oozing purple out of every orifice. I'm so excited. Before we get into that, remember, subscribe to the One Bar and Lepica Show. Like our damn videos. We're here every single effing day talking Minnesota Vikings. So let's get into this. I can't think of anything worse than people getting down on Justin Jefferson early in his young career if he's not producing. If it's week 3 and this guy has 5 catches for 23 yards, 0 touchdowns, I can just people throwing out there, this guy is a bust, this guy sucks. It's human nature. He's a first-round guy, so we expect him to perform. But we got to remember, we got to look at our past. We've been here before. We have to realize that wide receiver position is a position that generally takes 2 to 3 years before you realize what you have. Anything before that is just a beautiful, beautiful bonus. So we've seen guys like Laquan Treadwell, Cordero Patterson, Troy Williamson come in and just not live up to that draft pick. But we've also seen guys like a certain person named Randy Moss come in and just blow those things out of the water. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about maybe what to be very excited about as far as number-wise, what to expect as far as Justin Jefferson number-wise, and when to be concerned. So Justin Jefferson, LSU, very good route runner, very good hands, better speed than he gets the love for, can make very, very tough catches. So he's kind of this all-around wide receiver. Not to mention he's going into a situation with the Minnesota Vikings where he's not going to be asked to be the number one wide receiver right out of the gates. A lot of the times you see first-round wide receivers and they're just – pressure is on their shoulders. Look, we took you in round 1. You need to rip shit up. That's not the case. Goes into a perfect spot. He's like the perfectly molded number 2 wide receiver that you could ask for. So if he doesn't work out, I would be very, very surprised. Let's look at some numbers as far as what he could reach. You know, the Vikings with Gary Kubiak, he's going to be pounding that ball. Things are going to be opening up in the passing game, and teams will be focusing on Adam Thielen until Justin Jefferson can prove that they need to focus on him. So he is going to have early options. I think he will actually have a better first half of the season than the second half of the season, but we'll get into that. So as far as just a pipe dream, just best case scenario, Justin Jefferson comes in. I think best case scenario is 75 plus catches, 1,000 plus yards, and 6 plus touchdowns. That would be amazing. I mean, that's amazing that's something to get excited about if he's a 5th, 6th year guy. But what to really expect, my expectations for him as a rookie, he's going to have some ups and downs. He'll probably have games where he has 8 catches for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then the next game, the dude will disappear. That's just the way rookie wide receivers go. As far as realistic expectations, I think Jefferson will probably have about 60 receptions, 700 to 800 yards, and maybe 4 or 5 touchdowns. That's not putting him in a real bad spot. That's not getting people upset. That's getting people excited. As far as low, 40 catches, 500 yards, 3 touchdowns or less. If he's in that scenario, it's kind of just like all right, fine. He's a rookie wide receiver. I'm not overly excited, but still decent numbers. When you look at Treadwell had 1 catch his rookie year. 1 freaking catch. Cordero Patterson had like 40-some. Yes, he's a weapon on special teams, running game, but we're not shooting for the stars here. He just needs to come in and show that he has the potential to be very, very good in the future. So Justin Jefferson, oh, God, very excited. And one thing we need to squash, Vikings fans need to realize and get it through their beautiful purple brain, is you cannot go into the season and compare him to Stephon Diggs. It's just apples to nutsacks. It does not make sense. Stephon Diggs, 5th-round guy we got, became one of the best receivers in the league. That's why we got so much compensation for him. He's very, very good. They're totally different players. They're at totally different spots in their career. And if you're going into it, comparing it to him, you're going to lose. Even if Justin Jefferson ripped shit up as in his rookie year, You can't compare him to it. We need to get Stephon Diggs out of the brain. If you want to root for him in Buffalo, great. But do not compare him to Jefferson. Compare him to Jefferson in like 3-4 years. Okay? Then you can start comparing him to him. So until then, let's just see what this rookie's got. Let's get excited about his potential. Look back at all the stuff he did at LSU. Get very, very excited because I don't remember the last time I was this excited about as a rookie. I mean, I'm trying to think back. I'm not. I'm very excited. So expectations are high, but I'm going to say, like I said, 50-some catches, 700-some yards, 6 touchdowns, and that would be a huge win for this rookie. And we will be back very, very soon talking about more purple.